Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so now that we're finally done the Space Kingdom Invasion arc, I want to talk about what's going to be going down in Black Clover from chapter 331 going forward, specifically what's going to be happening with Noelle, because as you guys already know, the major power-up that Noelle got in this last arc was making a contract with Udine, which allowed her to unlock a Saint Stage version of her Valkyrie armor, which allowed her to finally take revenge against Vonica and Megakula for killing her mom. Now here's the thing though, as you already know with Udine, she was already contracted to Warpatika prior to being contracted to Noelle. In fact, the main reason why she actually made a contract with Noelle was because they were going on a mission to the Space Kingdom in order to save Warpatika, who had been kidnapped by Vonica. And now that this arc is over and they actually managed to rescue Warpatika, the decision has to be made by Udine of whether or not she's actually going to go back to the Heart Kingdom with Warpatika, or she's going to actually stick around with Noelle. Now here's the thing, when it comes to battle manga and Shonen Jump, there's always three main characters who get the most focus. Obviously in Naruto, it was Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. My Hero Academia, it's Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. One Piece, it's obviously Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. And when it comes down to those battle manga, those three characters usually have to stay close to each other in power. Obviously the main character is going to be the strongest out of the three, but the other two are usually very close behind. Now going by that rule for battle manga and Shonen Jump, obviously in Black Clover, the main three characters who get the most focus, most fights, and most attention are obviously as fans have been calling them lately, the Light Triad, Asta, Yuno, and Noelle. Now obviously all three of them got major power-ups from this arc. Obviously Asta has his perfected double union, Yuno has unlocked Saint Stage and actually gained Star Magic, and obviously like I already mentioned, Noelle got Udine. Now here's the thing, because of their power-ups that they got from this arc, all three of these characters are obviously sitting at the top, very close to each other in power. Obviously Asta is the strongest out of the three of them because his perfected double union completely trashed Lucifero while the other ones couldn't do anything. But still, when it comes to power levels, I would say like Asta's at 1,000 and two of them are right behind him at like 900 something. But if Udine actually decides to go back to the Heart Kingdom with Warpatika, then obviously Noelle's going to end up losing her major power-up. And usually when you give a character a power-up, you don't want to take it away from them, especially not in the following arc after that or the ending of the arc. So because of that, we know that Tabata, if he decides to go that route where he has Udine go back to the Heart Kingdom, he has to do something for Noelle or give her some kind of power-up that is equivalent to the power that she got from Udine. Now, the obvious choice is the reveal of her ultimate magic because we still haven't seen that just yet, so maybe Tabata could spin it so that her ultimate magic is like a suit of armor, a new version of her Valkyrie armor, that puts her on the same level as the power that she got from Udine. She just doesn't have the same stage abilities anymore. But if they are going to be facing off against more devils going forward, she's going to need those abilities. Even if her ultimate magic does keep her at the same power level as, you know, an Asta or close to it, if she doesn't have the ability to take down a devil and they actually end up fighting more devils going forward, which is what I think is going to end up happening, then she's going to be still pretty useless in the fight. Now, here's what I'm thinking. In order for Tabata to keep Noelle as part of the big three characters, he's going to have to introduce something that actually gives Noelle a power-up that allows her to still access Saint Stage magic. So because of that, we might see him actually trade out her contract with Udine with a contract with something else. Like for say, maybe a lesser spirit. Just because we only heard about the four great spirits, you know, Udine, Salamander, Bell, but just because we've only heard about those four great spirits so far, nothing in the series so far has contradicted the idea that there might be lesser spirits. So maybe as a way to actually keep her in line with, you know, an Asa power-wise, maybe Tabata actually introduced the idea of lesser spirits and Noelle can get a contract with one of them, which will allow her to still unlock Saint Stage so that she can actually go forward and be able to be useful in fights against like devils and stuff like that. And if not lesser spirits, then maybe we might actually see the introduction to angels finally in the series. You know, everyone's been thinking for a while now, I actually mentioned this a long time ago, that if devils exist, then obviously the opposites, which are angels, might exist as well. Now, during the elf resurrection arc, it was kind of implied that elves might be the counterpart to devils, but there is still room for Tabata to introduce the idea of angels and actually have Noelle make a contract with one of them. That way she can get the major power boost that she got from Udine and unlock Saint Stage. And then on top of that, one of the crazy ideas I actually had back during the anime's runtime when we actually got one of those filler episodes of Noelle going back to the underwater temple and have to deal with that giant whale-like thing. I actually had the idea that maybe she might make a contract because she actually had a bond with them and actually was implied she could hear their voice and there was actually something mystical about them. I actually had the idea that, you know, it actually might be kind of cool to see Noelle, you know, as a part of everyone else being contracted to a devil or a spirit. It would be kind of cool to see her be contracted to this, like, mystical being that actually exists in the world. It will be something wholly unique to her and actually could be a way for Tabata to introduce new rules to something like contracts. But anyway guys, those are my theories as to what's going to be going down with Noelle power-wise post the Space Kingdom Invasion arc, because obviously after this arc's over, or you know, in the next chapter or probably the chapter after that, we're going to see her end her contract with Udine and Udine's going to go back to the Heart Kingdom with Warpatika. Because obviously, as we already saw in pretty much all their interactions and anytime Udine's actually mentioned Warpatika, She sees her like a daughter, and after everything she's been through, unless there's an immediate threat that they have to handle right now, there's no way Udine's going to want to be away from her for another second. So Tabata's definitely going to have to come up with a way to basically replace Noelle's power-up from Udine, and those are my 3 theories as to how he can do it. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.